How are we doing today, Laurel?
You are correct. I am. My cafe, Miss Sparrow. I'm actually headed up to the river, so it's quieter. How are you guys all today?
We're good. We just started right as you hopped in, so just doing the usual housekeeping of if you have questions or things you want to share, go ahead and put them in the chat box. The team will get to them live, as this is a interactive session. Today we're going to be going over a couple of items as we draw the year to a close. Laurel had a number of things she wanted to talk about, as well as going over some of the things you need to start preparing to take on 2021 and realize the success you want to have. So, Laurel, as we start today, what should people say hello in the chat box with and respond to?
I'd like to know, put a Y in if you joined our social contest. We're giving away $111,000 of prizes, and you have to enter to win. And then what you do is you go tell all your friends to enter, and that gives you 10 more chances, call them tickets, to win the prizes. So, my challenge to somebody, Thomas, so yes, if you've entered, then how many people you brought? Those would be two great questions. I'll give you a little good view, little riverfront behind me, probably a little easier.
Little paddle boat there. There we go. Perfect. Are you there are you by the square there?
Yeah, so I'm just up from Jack Square. My family went over to Cafe Du Monde to eat more donuts, beignets. Tristan calls them donuts. Shopping. Yeah.
Awesome. So we have people who are big bowl game. And that's, again, part of the reason why we say we practice what we preach here, right? Laurel is not on vacation. She is on a business trip that she just happens to get to see her son play in a CBS bowl game. So very, very cool to see that. Have a number of people talking about they've shared how many people they're bringing in. As Laurel said, we do have over 110,000 prizes that we are giving away. That includes 200K challenges and 4 expert money makeovers. So great opportunity for you all to do a little bit of sharing, get the opportunity to get some amazing packages here, and get some of the free stuff we're giving away for the end of 2020.
So how many yeses? If you got to get out there and get it done, then how many? The next thing would be how many people have you entered? Because that would probably say that you probably have the most chance of winning if you have brought more people. So the more people you bring, the more chances you have to win the prizes. And for whatever reason, if you happen to be that remarkable person who has a little bit of everything, I see that, Thomas, but there's no way, because the expert money makeover, if you've done everything, that's what I'd be going for. I'd be going for that one because A, they're tough to get. You can't buy them unless you buy them by taking action. And actually, we need to correct. Brian was the first during our last show to pay in full for the table. So we acknowledge Sean was there, but Brian actually was the one who brought in the credit card and brought in the tuition money. So acknowledging Brian was the one who won Expert Makeover. So if I was you, I'd be going for it. And by the way, then once you have your people in the system, then we treat them as an affiliate. So if they come to the event and they do other things, then you can make money. And again, we are still looking, Thomas, I don't think we found, we're looking for 4 people that will really get committed to doing $120,000 as an affiliate next year. So to do that, you got to bring 10 people, have to show up per show. So what 4 of you would like to prove that we can make this model work? So again, do you want to put the affiliate? I want it to be more specific though, just by maybe your email, Thomas, and right, to bring everybody in and you pick, or if they're really going to volunteer. I mean, here's what's going to be rough. If you have absolutely no database and you aren't willing to go out and meet people, join Facebook groups, do whatever, Thomas tells you to do, because you're going to have to get 10 people to show up to the event for those numbers to work.
Right. Absolutely. Based on the revenue modeling we've shared and that we talk about during the event, on average, if you bring 10 qualified people to the workshop itself, that should result in commissions of $5,000 if everything goes according to the napkin math. Do that twice a month, you're 10 grand a month, that's $120,000 a year. And that's not too much, nothing to sneeze at there. So great amount of income you come in. Different ways to get that, but Laurel and I have done the math. The easiest way to get there is bringing 10 people to the event each time to get those commission levels to there. So have a number of people in the chat box letting us know they've joined. Have another people said they're working on getting their 10 to the event and getting the set for 2021 as they want to move forward appropriately. So again, go to NYNY 2021. Not only will you have a chance to sign up, you'll see all the prizes that we will be offering as part of that contest, but we also have our wild card shuffle. It's actually kind of a twofer this year in terms of ways you can get things entered and win items, programs, and products from here at the team. So again, go to NYNY 2021, and then you have the opportunity to enter for both of those promos and start winning appropriately.
Yep. But here's what I love about New Orleans. So I'm gonna is the street vendors. Like, they are the ultimate entrepreneurs. This young man right here. What do you sell here? Custom leatherwork. Look at this awesome stuff. Can you see it, Thomas? I'm not on.
Yeah, we got a little bit there. Perfect.
It's on quality at lower ninth board price.
Look at that. He's like hand customing. Like, what an we'll be back. Love shopping street vendors because they're ultimate entrepreneurs. And some of you are scared to even go ask for some money. Yep. So last week we did our beginning of New Year, New You. And these 21 days are the most critical days. So between December 15th and January 5, it is 21 days. We're doing it again. We don't just tell you to do things we don't do, is, really nailing down what's our 2021 calendar going to look like. We've been surveying you very, I'm going to say casually, but very intentionally. Like, we know that we're going to, a lot of you want to learn how to do a Zoom. You want to learn how to close on Zoom. We're going to do a big Amazon launch. Ron Grand challenged me. We're going to do it. I'll just commit to doing it. Got to figure out when we're going to do it, but how to buy and sell these companies that are on sale everywhere. And what's interesting here in New Orleans is watching all of the development. So all these businesses taking advantage of the stimulus money. And while, literally, I used to live here. This is not what the French Quarter looked like. There's hardly any music. Everything's closed. So all these businesses taking advantage of the stimulus money to rehab their buildings and their properties. The Crescent City Brewery just went by some of my favorite restaurants, all closed, all remodeling, taking advantage of the downtime. To really get it done. So part of what our goal in 2021, it's always been our goal, but really now is to have you look at business and your community through more economic eyes. Like, what is going on? What is the development? You think somebody has just loaded money into this town. There is more construction than I've ever seen, from the airport all the way down to the French Quarter last night, just walking around today. But that's smart business owners taking advantage of the stimulus money. And during the downtime, getting all this construction done, although construction costs are through the roof for a lot of reasons.
Right.
So that's part of the challenge, is what do you really want in 2021? I mean, it's so easy, especially with the way the dates are, to just check out and say, oh, I'll get back to it in January. A lot of people do that. So we're here live. We're going to stay live. That's why I told the team it was important, because I could have just, handed this off. I said, that's just too important. Every Tuesday, we're going to be live with you. We have the 29th next week, where we're going to do some really big year-end fun things on Tuesday, the 29th. And then Jan 5 will be, what we're going to say, the launch your New Year, New You. Also, Thomas, where did we tell them to put commitments? Out in the Millionaires and Training Group, right? You want to go through that again? What are your commitments? So we want to correct them. I know Addie's out there, Steve's out there. We want to correct your, what I call resolutions to commitments. Like, what are you really going for this year? So you don't end up just, out of COVID coma, say, well, it was just a shit year. Well, we all had the same year. So you don't get to use that excuse. So just notice that kind of psychology and thinking that you've been doing, and we're going to keep course correcting that.
Right. If you've not yet done so, and probably a lot of you are out there since you're seeing this live stream, go to the Facebook group, Millionaires in Training, and you will be able to post your commitment for 2021. Again, talking about not only our commitment to helping you all get away from mainstream math, move towards millionaire maker math, but also changing that mindset from a New Year's resolution to a commitment, right? There's a big difference. We talk about it all the time at the Millionaire Maker Meetup and Marketplace. Are you interested versus committed, right? New Year's resolutions, those folks are usually interested, right? But they're not committed. They're not fully on board, and they're not doing what it takes to make it happen. So in the chat box below, if you can see it, you can see the link to the actual group itself. Go out there, share your commitment to the world about what you're going to be doing for 2021, and then let us help you get there over the course of the next 12 months.
Yeah, and those of you that are going for that $120,000 affiliate plan, to have that be your plan, the 7th and 8th, actually, if you want to put up the screen, I know, Steve, we put a good calendar together. We have actually booked on an average of twice a month now through the end of June. So we are booked. We have our tables in March and June. The only probably workshop left to book in that time period will be our buying and selling a new company. So we may add that on, or we'll see. But we need you guys committed. And what are you doing? So I don't have to. How about the next thing? Put in some commitments. What's your 2021 commitment? What are folks saying out there?
So let's go ahead, folks. Put your commitment into the chat box below. Again, Laura, while they're doing that, why don't you quickly recap the SMART acronym for goals and commitments, so they have an understanding of what actually is an acceptable one with the SMART that you talked about during the event. We'll get those here in the chat box.
Absolutely. So SMART goals are specific, they're measurable, they are achievable, they are realistic. Which means, if you've never made your first 10,000, saying you're going to make a million a month, I'm not going to say anything. I would never take anything away from somebody, but you got to have some reality in there, and then you have some time sensitivity to it. So you have to have a timeline. So the more specific you are, measurable, achievable, realistic, and give us a time, then we can help you. So be very specific about the kind of business. What are you going to do? How are you going to measure it? We're really specific about what, each event, how many people we want in the event, how people get incented to bring people to the event, which initiatives we're going to do to get our goals for next year. So as you put them in Millionaires in Training, then we will, that's really how you get some free coaching. I haven't really framed it like that, but that is where you're going to get some free coaching is, wow, the first jazz band's on here. Woo, yay. So the more you're out there in that Millionaires in Training, the more, we can be out there and give you some free coaching and some insights to, are you, even on track to what you need to do and what you want. And be really rigorous with yourself. It's just so easy to say, it's just 2020 and it's just like blah, 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 and I don't have time. No, we all have the same time. I'm going to turn around. There's Jack Square. If you've never been to New Orleans, beautiful, beautiful. You used to live there. Miss this place. It's beautiful.
Landmark statue, landmark of New Orleans at the French Quarter there, Jackson Square. Been there a couple times. Yep. I love it. So Laura, I know on Tuesday or yesterday when we wrapped up the event, we were talking a little bit about our lifetime offer, and talk a little bit about how creating those SMART commitments is powered by and helped by that lifetime package that we've just started talking about.
Yeah, so for those of you who have been to the marketplace, if you haven't been to the marketplace, this package will give you a ticket, because going to the event is one thing, and then what we've really realized in our learning through 2020 is, we just call it pivoted transition, very, 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 very quickly. We needed to. Can you still see me?
Yep, we still see you. Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
So we shifted in April, right? And we started doing these marketplaces. Now we're doing it twice a month. And what we realized is not, for a lot of you, it's not enough. I mean, what we teach is like a fire hose of information, which is a positive thing, but it's a lot to consume. So we have a graduate marketplace. So for those of you who want to come back twice a month, 16 hours of marketplace. So every Friday of our event from 3 to 6, and then every Saturday from 10 to 3, you have 16 hours to come back to us to sell. And we have a very rigorous marketing campaign of bringing in, thousands of leads, of new leads. So you should be meeting new people. I mean, when it all boiled down to it, it's, fast cash for 3 days a week. Then every other Friday and a Saturday, you go to the marketplace. And if you can't make money, then you go back to fast cash, fix your talk track. There's no way in 2021 with that much support for $399, you can't get this money-making thing underway. Like, I don't even know what else to tell you besides get a job. Because you have fast cash, and then you get to practice in the marketplace. You have fast cash, practice in the marketplace. So it'll be 24 marketplace graduate events and 3 days a week of fast cash. And remember, it's a lifetime. I mean, if you just did it for a year, it's only 48 cents an hour to be on our marketplace. You can't even buy a lead for that. So we wanted to really, your success is our success. When you're amazing and you're making money, number one, it proves that our model works, because we know if you put all that you have into it and get committed to making money, we will get you there. But you have got to commit to helping. So we're going to give you head on the marketplace. We'll give you a ticket with this offer. So you just get to the marketplace knowing that you're just going to keep coming back and coming back and coming back. I mean, the big fun vision that we have for this is, can you imagine having an opportunity to have hundreds, if not thousands, all in the marketplace like every other weekend, like how much stuff you have to buy and sell from each other. And then when this all opens up, right, in 2021, wouldn't it be fun to all meet somewhere and have one huge ballroom of people face to face doing this? So we're very intentional about getting it done and making it happen. So super excited for 2021 and what we're going to be doing. So we just need to get you committed to what you're going to be doing. And making money a big part of that.
So go to askloral.com/lifetime. You'll be able to learn more about that package. As Laurel said, not only do you have access to the marketplaces, but 3 coaching calls per week to help you with whatever performance as necessary during those. It is the perfect opportunity to get the resources necessary to commit to and accomplish your commitments for 2021. So the perfect combination to help you meet achievement for the new year.
So get serious. So in order, here's what I would do. I'd go to New Year, 2021, get registered for the social contest. Keep bringing people in. Once again, the social contest will help you get to the 7th and 8th event. Then go get this special and make sure you're set. Put the calendar in your calendar. Just don't have it hanging out in some email. Print it off and move it to your phone so you have alarms and say, okay, like your next marketplace is 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on January 8th. Like, know your calendar. Like, that's your intent. I'm going to go make money that day. So being that specific, a lot of you are just being so casual. You just notice your casual, attitude gets you casual results. So we're here to make this happen for you in 2021. I don't think we could have ever come up. We never, as a company, have had such an offer for so many of you. Like, no excuse to make money. And I'm going to go, where I'm going shopping in this amazing marketplace. See behind me? It's actually open. Jack Square is open. There's I'm not, like when I was back a few months ago, there was only one street vendor. And these street vendors are ultimate entrepreneurs in my mind. So I got a guy singing over here making money. Got people doing art over there. Got that leather guy back there. And my team knows me well enough. Somebody is going to get some of my money today. Because I love the street vendors. And I love the courage they have to not care as much. I mean, here's what I would say. A lot of you worry too much about what people think of you. You're so worried about, being embarrassed, showcasing your craft. Like, that's probably what I've always loved about New Orleans. And just even New York City, let's treat them are the ultimate entrepreneur. They may not make millions, but I tell you, they got the beginning guts and they got the beginning strategy. Now it's just, taking it to the next level. So what I'll do is I'll commit to, posting some in the millionaires in training. We're going to do little videos of different street vendors and all the cool stuff that we're going to be seeing today. And then tomorrow, noon Pacific, 2 o'clock Central in the Superdome, the New Orleans Bowl game, and super excited. And by the way, I know a lot of you say, well, yeah, I like super excited about my family. I am, but you guys should be excited about your family and the freedom that you could do the same thing, whatever you want. So I'm going to hand it back to you, Thomas, and go join my family. And you guys have an amazing day. Get committed. Get out to Millionaires in Training. At least put in 5 commitments for 2021, and we'll get you some feedback. Have a great day.
Thank you, Laurel. Have fun in New Orleans shopping, and go Eagles. We'll all be watching tomorrow, wishing Logan well. And for those of you who are online with us, again, go to askloral.com/lifetime to take a look at that $3.99 offer and move forward on that. Go to askloral.com/meetup, and you'll start seeing the workshop itself, the event, the Millionaire Maker meetup and marketplace. You'll be able to see upcoming dates and learn a little bit more about that event. And lastly, go to nyny2021.com. We call it New Year, New You. Leads perfectly into our start of the year webinar, where we help you all set your commitments in the 8 areas of life that are most important and help you realize that success or start the path towards it in 2021. Again, go to the askloral.com/MIT. To put your commitments for 2021 in the Facebook group. Love to have those publicly committed to. A little bit of additional accountability there. Our team will help you turn those into SMART goals, as we talked about earlier: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and with a time frame, and help you, again, get that success you're looking for 2021. On behalf of everyone here at Integrated Wealth Systems and Laurel and the team, again, always appreciate the privilege to help you all on your path towards financial freedom. Looking forward to seeing you on the next week's call and into 2021. Thank you very much, and we will talk to you soon.